first?
It don't matter. My page also. They can't see on this end, right?
No. Cool. So this is what they see. It's the live right here. Let me mute that mic real quick. Oh, you unmuted?
Click Travis Mann.
Okay. Okay, but okay. I'm trying to get this straight on my end. Okay.
Cut back on.
Okay. The first one. What was that first one by?
Alabama.
This first video. Okay, more. Okay, you didn't give them detail. Okay, more or less is just a video review. You guys giving y'all inputs. Um, you know, from y'all from y'all experience.
And when you ready, start.
Okay, we're ready.
Let's go. One second. Can they hear?
Expand the video.
Hold on, let me
Expand the video. You expand it.
see. As big as it's gonna go.
Okay, how about that? How about that video size, you guys?
You can hear everything going.
It hasn't changed on this side.
What you mean?
The video size.
They not hearing it over here.
I mean, yo, how you be so motivated? I just say, my mama
Okay, they
told
gotta
me
be
that
like
her
this.
son would never change. That's why I'm still out thugging with my gang. Go to your city, man, I try to stay tame. We bringing that pressure, we bringing that pain. My mama told me that her son would never change. That's why I'm still out thugging with my gang. Go to your city, man, I try to stay tame. We bringing that pressure, we bringing that pain. on their ass. I got hero got it.
Well, it don't show no tags.
And when it come to
It don't show
mine, you
nobody
know how
tag.
we pop it. We gon' turn up, turn up, turn up, turn up, turn up. That's what we do. I'm in Atlanta with the shit, little bitch. But it's still fuck you. I be fresh to death. I got that dirty on my hip. I got the song. I'm always fly. Home. I got the drip. Yeah. You know that this shit here would never ever change. Yeah. I'm rocking with the same gang. Reach for me, my niggas gon' go insane. Loyalty, motherfuck fame. My mama told me that her son would never change. That's why I'm still out thugging with my gang.
I got your mic muted, man. I'm gonna just mute your mic when the music starts. I'm gonna keep sharing it right here.
Okay, can you guys hear me?
Yep.
That was Taliban.
That's the artist name, right?
Correct.
Okay. So my question is, what exactly are we critiquing? Are we critiquing the video? Are we critiquing the song? Are we critiquing the artist?
Well, I'm pretty sure he wants your input on whatever you can give on all the above.
Okay. The thing about it is, and I'm sure these guys all charge for their features and stuff like that, but I think that before you go get a feature, you need to make sure you got a song that's a hit before you go pay for the feature.
Right.
So that the song, you got to make sure that the song is strong enough to stand up on its own before you go and add another name to it. The thing about it is, and I'm sure these guys all charge for their features and stuff like and the hook does stick, but it doesn't move me. I hear the hook and I can still hear it, right? It's not moving me. Also, I think the artist himself could use a tad bit of polishing, in terms of his image. I think that he looks a little too regular. You know what I mean? I think he needs to visually cut through a little bit more. I think that, and now this is just my opinion, but I think that artists, their number one job, other than making great music, is to look great. And I think that he's too small for him to not be in amazing shape.
Mm.
He's too close to being able to be in great shape to not be in great shape. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
That's,
I think, you know what I'm saying? Like, I think that if your thing isn't that you're the big guy, a la Ross, a la DJ Khaled, then I think it's your job to visually make yourself A1. That don't mean you gotta have a six-pack per se, but I think if you're gonna have your shirt off in the video, then you need to make that visually appealing. Not necessarily to me. I'm a guy. I'm not gonna be interested in the same way that a woman might. But it's gotta stick. It's gotta. When 50 took his shirt off, I didn't feel like he was trying to show off his muscles. I felt like that was just a nigga with his shirt off. He just happened to be cut. I felt like this guy, to me, felt like he was trying to take his shirt off to show that he's a guy that takes his shirt off, as opposed to just happening to be off. I don't know. That's what I got from it.
Mm-hmm.
I think the hook could be stronger. I think the record overall could be stronger, and I think that you should use better use of the feature.
Okay.
My take on it, I'm glad you pointed that out too, Antonio, because when I was first watching it, I thought the first person, Euro, I don't know who Euro is, I thought that was his song featuring Taliban until I saw Taliban's verse come after. I said, okay, I wonder if that's Taliban, you know? And you can tell the different, the skill set. Like, you know, he can rap, right? That's cool. But what separates him from everybody else? Like, I didn't feel like there was anything there that really separated that. If anything, Euro sounded like he walked over the track in his verse, you know, in that small piece, and he sounded more polished. So musically, same thing, anyway, stand out for me. But there's something there, but you just gotta pick the right records, you know, and that's where you get the A&Rs involved. You know, you do your own little listening, and you know, with your people and everything, then you know, you see what they say. Because to me, it just didn't match. You know, it was like, okay, he went to the studio, Euro went to the studio, the professional studio, so to speak, got everything done, and he did his verse in his crib. That's what came off to me. You know, visually, it was cool. I would say I'll speak on the marketing part of it a little bit because I noticed like when it was uploaded, and I noticed the views. So I say it was uploaded back in April, and you only had 2,000 views. And Jerome Antonio said like Euro's popping and he's growing. Those views probably should have been higher. You know, so that aspect of it, you know, being an artist, especially an upcoming artist, if you gotta invest in yourself also outside of the video, it's the marketing. Like, where's the marketing? Was this truly pushed? Because even with a little bit of money behind it, or a little bit of marketing behind it, like that 2,000, I don't know, let's say that probably should have been 100,000 easily.
Right.
You know, especially in this market and what can be done, you can easily do that less than $500. You know, so it's really allocating like where your money is going to, how you're marketing, and then even with these videos now, you know, gotta be careful. Like, gotta kind of cut out certain things, like, you know, the drinking, you know, or the alcohol, whatever, smoke, because right now you should be marketing heavy on these digital platforms, and YouTube is not gonna let you do advertising. But I didn't know. I thought this was a Euro track. I thought Euro was Taliban. Like, I thought it was a verse until I heard the background story, and I figured out, okay, he has another verse on there, and he's doing a hook. Most likely, it's his song.
Right.
So that's what I have on that.
Bree.
Absolutely. Like I said, Euro is dope, man. I know Euro, met him a few times, and he is starting to move down here in the city, and he writes stuff for other people. I think that, but Euro hasn't quite broken through all the way. You know what I mean? So I don't know. I'm not sure if they were going to accomplish what they were looking to accomplish. Because, like you said, the video came out at the beginning of April, and it's only got 2,000 views, and we are approaching the end of May. It's been out 2 months, So it's not looking like they're putting anything behind it. It looks like they just put it out. And they probably made a couple posts on Instagram and they
And that was it.
that was it. And it was like, no, you got to do a marketing campaign behind that. And I obviously know that we're in quarantine right now. I'm sitting right here in my basement, so I understand. But but you gotta get creative. You gotta get creative and figure out ways to start the movement because you know I can say all the things that I think might be wrong with it, and I could be right or I could be wrong. The thing is, even if I think I'm right, if the people feel different about that because it's out there, then I'm wrong. You know what I'm saying? And that's just what it is. And that's the easiest way to do it is to make the people speak. We're talking about hip hop. And when it comes to hip hop, in these offices, we don't always know what's going to catch and what's not. We really just follow what the people, what the people move on. And for a song to be out for 2 months and only have 2,000 views, that says one of two things. Either they're not doing enough with it or the people aren't biting on it.
Okay. Well, we have the next video will be, put the next one on.
His name is Nikki B. Lavish.
Nikki B. Lavish.
Okay.
She's got a buzz around her too.
The video's gonna watch or just.
What's up, Money Moves, baby? Going on, mama? How you doing? Doing good, girl. You know, still networking. Trying to make some big money like you boss lady. Man, no, man. It's hard out here. Motherfuckers can make one shit, you know? Tell me about it, man. You know what I'm saying?
Like Michael Jackson, bitch, I'm made. Y'all hoes, they cap it, stay made. All about it, I can get it paid. Yeah, you know I'm lavish, I'm pathetic. Like Michael I'm a bad bitch, you first to the city, bitch, that don't gang gang. Did you know I'm the goddamn best? I see your whole press, yeah, bitch, you can't shoot. Did you know I'm a motherfucker bitch, that's goddamn fast? What's that hoe better catch you? Got this, everything on deck, yes sir, I'm Jack, nigga. Don't know how to hit real bullshit like Craig. I hit his on deck, nigga. You big bad shit, you could never move, bitch, you motherfucker helper on a whole nother motherfucker level. Yes sir, a 30-inch special. Gonna make yourself more stressful. Gonna break your damn blood pressure like a ring of the bell. So hot, go to hell, remain as a devil. Bitch, JC, yes, Sarah. I'm shit shoes cause I say so. Your nigga wanna give me peso, buy his face and eat my a-ho. Hey, ho.
Man, let's go, man. Let's make this money. Let's make this money, baby. Hell yeah, let's go. Let's get in this shit, alright? Okay, alright, let's turn up for this week, alright? Okay, I need you to bounce that ass like you gonna make $1 million in this bitch today.
Like Michael Jackson, bitch, I'm made. Y'all hoes, they cap it, stay made. All about it, I can get it paid. Yeah, you know I'm lavish, I'm pathetic. Like Michael Jackson, bitch, bad. Y'all hoes, they cap it, stay made. All about it, I can get it paid. Yeah, you know I'm lavish, I'm pathetic. Like Michael Jackson, I'm a smooth criminal. Sex appeal, so irresistible. You niggas be so typical. Lavish queen, I'm so original. Host our shit be so subliminal. Fuck with y'all, be unpredictable. On my level, I feel invisible. Can't see you, hater. You so invisible. Like MJ, bring that heat. When Rick B, he drop that beat. Turn up team with a turn up queen. Chillin' baby, they call Nikki B. Talking shit, keep poppin' shit. Y'all hoes, we ain't stopping shit. Burnin' hard, I'm on my shit. I'm taking off like a rocket, bitch. Like Michael Jackson, bitch, I'm made. Y'all hoes, they cap and stay made. All about it, I can get it paid. Yeah, you know I'm lavish, I'm pathetic. Like Michael Jackson, bitch, bad. Y'all hoes, they cap and stay made. All about it, I can get it paid.
you watching a video or no?
The video didn't play on your end?
No. All we heard was a song.
Yeah,
Tell him
Wow.
to run it back now.
Hmm.
He gonna
it
run it
sounded
back.
like it was a video.
Yeah, it was a video.
Tell him we about to run it back right now.
I don't think they shared the screen.
There you go.
Okay.
Let's watch it
And
over
then
there.
film the full screen.
Like,
Film the full screen. Full screen.
Full screen. Come on.
Full screen it too.
yeah.
Will it not do that?
Yeah, y'all were just on it. It's in the corner right there.
Yeah.
Oh, it don't seem. Okay, there we go.
Here it is.
You learning. Okay.
What's up, money moves, baby? Going on, mama? How you doing?
You catch on.
Trying to make some big money like you boss lady.
Man, no, man. It's hard out here. Motherfuckers be making this shit, you know?
Tell me about it, man. You know what I'm saying?
Just learn from it.
Like Michael Jackson, I can y'all hoes they got down they all about is back on to the bed. Yeah, you know I'm lavish, I'm a like Michael Jackson, bitch, bad. Y'all hoes they got to stay bad. All about is back on to the bed. Yeah, you know I'm lavish, I'm a what you don't know about niggas? Bitch, you know everything. Did you know that I'm a bad bitch? You first to the city, bitch, that don't gang gang. Did you know I'm the goddamn best? I don't make your whole president bitch, but you can't show. Did you know I'm a motherfucker bitch? That's goddamn fast. What's that whole fast get you? Got it, everything on deck. Yes, sir, I'm Jack, nigga. Don't know how to hit re-up on dick like Craig. I hit his own deck, nigga. You big bad bitch, could never. Move, bitch, you motherfucker heifer. On a whole nother motherfucker level. Yes, sir, a 30-inch special. Gonna make yourself real stressful. Gonna break your damn blood pressure. Like a ring of the bell, so high, go to hell, remain as a devil. Bitch, JC, yes, Sarah. I'm shit sus cause I say so. Your nigga wanna give me peso, buy his face and eat my a-ho. Hey, ho.
Man, let's go, man. Let's make this money. Let's make this money, baby. Hell yeah, let's go. Let's get in this shit, alright? Okay, alright, let's turn up for this thing, alright? Hey, I need you to bounce it out. Looks like you gonna make $1 million in this bitch today.
Like Michael Jackson, bitch, I'm paid. Y'all hoes they happy, stay made. All about is I can get it paid. Yeah, you know I'm lavish, I'm a like Michael Jackson, bitch, bad. Y'all hoes they happy, stay made. All about is I can get it paid. Yeah, you know I'm lavish, I'm a like Michael Jackson, I'm a smooth criminal. Sex appeal, so irresistible. You niggas be so typical. Lavish queen, I'm so original. Host our shit be so subliminal. Fuck with y'all, be unpredictable. On my level, I feel invisible. Can't see you, hater. You so invisible. Like MJ, bring that heat. Who's Rick B, he dropped that beat. Turn up team with a turn up queen. Chillin' bad bitty called Nikki B. Talking shit, keep popping shit. Y'all hoes weak, ain't stopping shit. Burning hard, I'm on my shit. I'm taking off like a rocket, bitch. Like Michael Jackson, bitch, I'm bad. Y'all hoes they cap and stay made. All about is I can get it paid. Yeah, you know I'm lavish, I'm a like Michael Jackson, bitch, bad. All about is I can get it paid. Yeah, you know I'm lavish, I'm a
Okay, it's over. How y'all, you bring them in?
We can't hear you, Charlie.
Can y'all hear me now?
There you go.
Okay, yeah, I can hear you now.
Okay. Did y'all see the video that time?
Yeah.
Yeah, we did.
Okay.
Take a stab at this one. So I think the hook was cool. I like the hook. I just think, in video wise, for me, I feel it was like repetitive. You know, it wasn't like too much creativity there. If I had to just judge the video by itself, there wasn't too much creativity there. I think a lot more could have been done. I know it's quarantine and everything. It seemed like it was shot, you know, around quarantine time. But I feel like a few things could have been done. Just like cleaning up a little bit. I just felt like it was just like a regular video, regular hood video. I think you should like expand more on creativity on that side. Same thing with the views. You know, I know they just posted it on the 21st. It seems like nobody's really picking it up. And Travis, you said that she has a buzz that's going on right now.
Mhm.
Where's she based out of?
Charlotte.
Okay. So yeah, I wouldn't see that translating if that was like, if I had a meeting with her like right here, and you're telling me there's a buzz and I pull up that video, I might even like feeling like that's happening down there. So once again, that's a marketing thing, strictly marketing thing. I think, like I said, the hook is good. Like I like the song for what it is. You know, yeah, they could be better mixing and mastering. That's like quality control type thing that can be done. But I think the hook is good. I think something could happen with it, but they gotta push it, and I think they gotta shoot a better video for sure. And basically do the marketing. You gotta do that work. Gotta do that work.
Right. I think that couple things. The like you said, the hook is catchy, but you gotta pay attention to the marketplace and what's happening right now. And what's happening right now is there's obviously a huge saturation of female rappers, a huge concentration of female rappers right now, and only a few get to break through. Last year, Megan Thee Stallion broke through and put herself in that mix with Nicki and with Cardi B. But there's still that lower tier, or that other tier of female rappers like Chinese Kitty and Molly Brazy and like Keisha and Cash Doll, and those girls, right? And Cash Doll is probably a little bit bigger than those girls, but and she's, you know, a tier or two under them. So she has to think about what is going to compete. So one of the things that has to happen is that all the female rappers, they're doing their best to look fabulous, right? So she has to look fabulous as a female MC. If she was a dude, then she might be able to get away with having a subpar video if the song was that great, right? If she's a guy. But as a female, she's gonna have to cut through a little bit more. She's gonna have to look fabulous. That doesn't mean she has to have minks and a Rolls Royce and diamonds, but she's gotta look visually appealing. That doesn't necessarily mean that you have to be ridiculously attractive or you have to have a fake body or anything like that. But you have to appeal to your audience, and I think that's the number one thing that I ask artists a lot is a lot less of who you compare yourself to, but it's more like whose fans do you want. So for her, whose fans is she going after? Is she going after Nicki Minaj, Cardi B, and Megan Thee Stallion fans? Or is she going after another set of fans? And if you know the fans, if you know whose fans you're trying to go after, you know what they're listening to, and you know what your competition is. You know what you got to deliver at that point. And I just think that she missed the mark a little bit on some of this. I think she just missed the mark. The song isn't bad, but when I see her, to be completely honest, when I heard the song the first time, I wasn't crazy about the song, but when I saw the video, then the song made sense to me. It was like, okay, it makes a lot of sense now. Now I understand why I'm not crazy about this record. Um, it's just a certain taste level that is needs to be implemented in terms of what is actually dope, what looks dope, what sounds dope. That taste level needs to be elevated. I think.
Okay. The next song.
Next song is by Promise Jones.
Promise Jones.
Let's get it.
Is it a video? Because we don't see a video here.
Keep doing the same thing.
There we go.
And full screen.
Well, it's not actually playing full screen for some reason.
Okay, bye.
Make sure they full screen the video.
Girl, gon' make it rain.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay.
Full screen the video.
The
Make
full-
sure that when he does it, he clicks the full screen.
The full screen is it?
Maximize.
It's leaving a blank mark on the live side, but you guys can see it. But it's leaving a blank on the. What about that size there?
I can't even see nothing happen.
Yeah, I don't see anything happen.
Is
I
what?
can just about tell because I can see when the mouse is moving. Now I see the mouse moving.
That's when they see the whole screen.
Can you see it now?
Yeah, I see the mouse moving.
I see the mouse
I see
moving,
what they see.
but it's not clicking. Yeah, click the enlarge box.
Tell them after this song got it right.
Okay.
Just tell them after this song I have it right.
Okay. Let's play a regular song, and then go to the video. He gonna go to the.
So let's go to the song that was just in the email. He just sent us just a song.
Okay. Here's
without
this.
the video.
Here's the one without the video till we get this right.
Okay.
You guys hear me?
That I won't put you through this pain no more. I know I dragged them to the bottom, but my son and his mama, I won't do them like I did before. I just wanna soar and fly. everything. Family is everything, everything. Yeah, family is everything. I put them through a lot, yeah, I'm no one to blame. Before I lost them, look, I knew I had to change. I dropped them down to the bottom, they was in pain. At the end of the day, all I'ma say, family is everything.
What's
Okay.
his name?
His name is Johnny. Matter of fact, I know Johnny. Johnny, he been through a lot.
Jim, phone's up. Hold on.
Can you hear me?
There we go.
Okay. His
Sorry, what was his name again? I'm sorry, I missed it.
his name is Johnny. I don't know his rap name, but I know his music. He's been through a lot. He's a matter of fact, he's a white guy too.
I was wondering because it gave me those rock vibes.
Yeah.
I was like, I wasn't sure. It was definitely giving me rock vibes. I mean, for me, it was different for sure. Like the vocals sound like raw, but like raw in a good way. For me, as I'm listening to it, it's one of these things where it could go either way. When it's done correctly, it could go all the way. If not, I'll just drop off because it gives me this. Well, as I'm listening to it, I'm thinking, okay, if the marketing's done right behind him, right? Especially visuals. I think something for him with visuals. Like you have to drop the music and the visual at the same time. You know, in my opinion, and just so you get that shock value. You know, because I like the song. It's just like in a weird way, it's like I like it. You know, like I'm like sitting in between it. You know, because I feel like it could work, but it's going to be on the extreme level if it works, and if not, it's just like okay, it's whatever. But he has a distinct voice, and it definitely sounds like it give me rock vibes, like 100%, for sure. So I think there's something there, you know, and that could be that song. I feel like I'm gonna need a few more songs to really like get into it, just to see how I feel after that. But right now, as this one, I feel like there's something there. In its own like unique way. What do you think, Antonio?
How old is he?
Roughly about 28.
Okay, so he's in his later 20s. So that means he has somewhat of a story to tell.
Correct.
And I can hear the pain in his voice. I think that my favorite part about it was the 808 pattern. I like the groove of it. The 808 pattern was right. It felt like today's climate musically. I think that with the auto tune in his voice, there were few things that were kind of pitchy. And the auto tune was like the key. I can't even say that the key was wrong. I just feel like he could have nailed it, like a couple better takes in the record. With him being a white guy, again, it goes back to whose fans are you going after? If you're a white hip hop artist, who are you going after? G-Eazy's fans? Are you going after Post Malone's fans? Are you going after, you know what I mean? It's like, whose fans are you going after? You gotta be able to cater to those people. I don't think that it's a bad song. And where is he from?
He's from Miami.
From Miami. Okay. What does he look like by chance?
Yeah.
He's
You have like a picture or something you can show or something like that?
well, not offhand. He's a short guy. Maybe roughly about 210 in weight.
Go to social media, Travis.
Go to social media. Okay, let me stick it up. Hold on.
What is your social media?
Jonathan Upchurch.
I'll find it. Keep combo.
Jonathan
I'll find
Upchurch.
it.
Yeah, Jonathan Upchurch.
Okay, there's a few Jonathan Upchurch.
I mean, if If
How
it'll
does he spell his?
if it'll work, we could just bring him in.
Yeah. That works.
But I'm curious because, like you were saying, it's the song is it's not a bad song. I think it's all about the artist. If he's a star, he can sell that song. You know what I'm saying? If he's not a star, then he's gonna be fighting an uphill battle with that song. I think the visual is gonna really matter when it comes to that, because these days, yeah, you can catch a hit like Designer caught a hit, right, with Panda a few years ago. He caught a hit, but people didn't buy into him. And these days, it's really more, honestly, it ain't really just these days, but it's really important for the people to buy into the person, and to make sure that the song that they're hearing matches the person that they're looking at. And those things have to go together. That doesn't, like I said, like I think I talked about this with somebody. T-Pain wasn't the most. He broke the mold. He didn't look like what you thought the look was supposed to be, whatever that is, right? He didn't look like that. But when you saw him and you heard I'm Sprung, it's like, I believe that. I believe that came from him. I'm buying that. Like I buy it. Okay. Yeah, I see him. Okay. I think that when you said he was from Florida, all of a sudden hair came to mind.
Right.
I was thinking, you said he was a white guy, so I don't know, I was thinking white guy with dreads. For some reason.
I was thinking stringy hair, like.
Yeah, hair. I felt a hair vibe.
You said hair vibe?
I felt a hair vibe listening to the music when you say white guy from Florida. I'm like,
yeah, I feel like the hair would be like over his face, and then like.
Yeah.
That's how I pictured the video.
Right. But I think that, like I said, the number one thing is just about knowing whose fans you're going after and how to cater to those people. It's not a bad song. I can't really say anything bad about the record per se. It's really just more about the artist. Does he have the star power to support that kind of music? And how many other songs does he have that feel like that?
Definitely felt the pain. Definitely felt the emotions in that record. Sure.
I'm looking forward.
Okay, we'll go to the next song.
It's by Famous Chevy, Bust Down.
Bust Down by Famous Chevy.
First, let me.
Okay, that's a good size. I can live with that.
Yeah.
TNT Beach, fast lane pussy, bitch, I ain't bitch, and I ain't even in no game. Let's go.
Neck piece, that's a bust down. Wrist game, that's a bust down. New coupe, that's a bust down. 50 pointers on my pinky now. Neck piece, that's a bust down. Wrist game, that's a bust down. New coupe, that's a bust down. 50 pointers on my pinky now. Neck piece, that's a bust down. Wrist game, that's a bust down. New coupe, that's a bust down. 50 pointers on my pinky now. Neck piece, that's a bust down. Wrist game, that's a bust down. New coupe, that's a bust down. 50 pointers on my pinky now. I'm stuck in the kitchen, I'm still cooking up. I'm burnt with the bag, I go through the racks. I'm bending no corners, I'm riding no minutes. New coupe with the digital dash. Listen, nigga, you play with my bag. If it in with the beam on your ass. I'm fucking with a car, ain't came with a car. It broke before, so I know how it is. Neck piece, that's a bust down. Wrist game, that's a bust down. New coupe, that's a bust down. 50 pointers on my pinky now. Neck piece, that's a bust down. Wrist game, that's a bust down. New coupe, that's a bust down. 50 pointers on my pinky now. Neck piece, that's a bust down. Wrist game, that's a bust down. New coupe, that's a bust down. 50 pointers on my pinky now. Neck piece, that's a bust down. Wrist game, that's a bust down. New coupe, that's a bust down. 50 pointers on my pinky now. The niggas just happy, y'all out of bounds. Oh, birdie, that's a touchdown. Me and Mitch got all the pounds. Got about a fucking crossroad. Still trapping at the dust bowl. Pacquiao and that Mayweather. Me and Mitch so way better. Pussy nigga, I'm a beat stuff. That piece, that's a bust down. Wrist game, that's a bust down. New coupe, that's a bust down. 50 pointers on my pinky now. Neck piece, that's a bust down. Wrist game, that's a bust down. New coupe, that's a bust down. 50 pointers on my pinky now. Neck piece, that's a bust down. Wrist game, that's a bust down. New coupe, that's a bust down. 50 pointers on my pinky now. Neck piece, that's a bust down. Wrist game, that's a bust down. New coupe, that's a bust down. 50 pointers on my pinky now.
Little down and do the Courtney people. That's it.
Yep.
First of all, I think that bike in that video is hard as hell. That bike is crazy. I'm not even a bike guy, but I like the way that bike looked. It looked good on camera. When it started, I was like, oh, okay, it might have something. It was like, all right. I mean, I wasn't crazy about the video, but when the song came on, it was like, oh, okay, we might have something. And then when the verse dropped in, I kind of checked out a little bit. It didn't keep me. And I think that one of the most important things for an artist to do is, first of all, you gotta understand that the hook is the most important part of the record. The hook sticks, but the job for the verse is to get us successfully from hook to hook. And I felt like throughout the verse, he kind of lost me a little bit. Nothing grabbed me in the verses too much. I got Dope Boy vibes from it, which is not a bad thing. Because clearly he looks like he's using his own money to back everything. It looks like that. I believe that might be his house. I believe that might be his car. I believe that might be his girl or he know. You know what I'm saying? Like, I believe it. Felt like he could have, used some creativity in the video. And that he obviously just dropped the video this month. It's only been out a few weeks. So I'm assuming he shot it during quarantine, which is why it's all at the house, which is fine. You just gotta get creative with it, and you gotta get better angles, better shots, because it looks like a regular neighborhood kind of house, but it don't give me hood vibes. Like, I got Dope Boy vibes from him, but I didn't get hood video vibes from the setting. It felt like, it almost felt like an Atlanta neighborhood house to me. Which, like I said, that's not necessarily a bad thing. I just feel like cinematically it could have been a little bit doper. But I think he could have came a little bit harder on the verses. I don't think that he can't rap. It's not like he was whack. I just feel like he didn't keep me from hook to hook. He didn't keep me in. I was kind of just waiting for the hook to come back, as opposed to diving in throughout the verse.
Okay.
Yeah, I agree. Same thing. I definitely he can rap for sure. He's definitely an artist, but nothing like kept me in. Like, if I had to showcase a song, and the executive was like, "Hey, pay me like one song that's gonna take you out of the hood, make me sign right now," it wouldn't be that one at all. Visually, it was same thing. Like, whatever. We know we're in quarantine, but it definitely could be better angles, better shots, and I think that people, like artists that's doing these quarantine videos, like, there's a lot of stock footage you can get. There's sites that you get stock footage and incorporate in your video, and it's easy. And there's a lot of royalty-free videos that's out there. I'm just gonna give a shameless plug right now. So I guess Pexels.com, right? Perfect thing. You get stock photos, stock videos. You know, you can find something in there. But definitely be creative. There's a lot of like marketplaces that you can hit overseas to do some videos. Like, you know, add a little sparkle in there. Because I saw some production value in there. I saw it, you know, he's trying with it. Definitely see that 1,000%. But yeah, you just gotta be creative because honestly, all these videos will start looking the same. You know, it's gonna be the same thing. And then at that point, it's like I don't even care about the video. I really just care about the song. You know, and same thing. Like maybe keep me in. I was going in. I was like, this is cool. And that was the same thing with the marketing. You know, you just gotta do it. You gotta do it. This is the perfect time. Go home, research. How do I market my video in the digital world? You know, research it. Research the Facebook, the Instagrams. Research the YouTubes. Like I'm literally dropping gems right now, because those are the places you should be hitting. And the information is out there, you know. So that's what I have to say about that one.
Nice. Huh? Okay, let me ask you why he loading the next video. What do you guys feel like will be the, you know, for somebody that don't have a big budget behind them?
I'll start off. I think what can be done, like I mentioned a few artists, right? Independent artists. They don't have big budgets either. But I'll tell you one thing right now, there's a video that's out that has 675,000 views on it, right? And it's a pseudo video, meaning it's just the cover art and the track playing on YouTube. And that's the only video they have. And they have 675,000 views on there, right? And that was accumulated over time. So I'm not saying you need to get like have a $10,000 budget to drop it right now, but guess what? You can do a lot of damage for $500, $200. It's learning strategy, you know. If you're gonna come up right now, like I said, we're in quarantine mode. There's so many classes, YouTube, Google. That's the university right now. Everything is there. It's step by step. I think people just need to literally type in, how do I do Google ads? How do I do Facebook ads, social media ads? You know, literally just type that in. You're gonna have thousands of videos, PDFs, everything. You gotta put money behind it. That's for sure. That's definitely for sure. You know, something is better than nothing. I'd rather put $20 into running an ad than put nothing at all and just put it out there hoping it's gonna catch. Because everybody's doing that. So you have to cut through the noise. If the majors are doing it and the major independents are doing it, what makes you think you as an artist ain't doing it? You know, you gotta do it. And also on top of that, the rule of thumb I like to like put out there: don't care who you are, right? The minute you drop your song commercially, you are competing with the Drakes, the Lil Wayne, the Beyonce, the Nicki Minaj's. Like you're competing with them. Cause look, so many people from the hood could drop one song, next thing they're the hottest thing out. And they knock somebody off that, you know, that plateau. Like you're competing with everybody, so you gotta come with it. And that also goes with the quality too. Quality is very, very important. If not, it's like one of the main things. Because a lot of those songs I'm hearing, like audio-wise, the mixing, mastering, it's not there. So it's like, how can I even take you seriously? Like, I can tell if that's recorded in a makeshift studio. I'm an engineer myself, like in a makeshift studio, or if it's done in your bedroom. You know,
Right.
you can tell the quality is there. Because if you send that song to me, it's like, just to say this wasn't here, you send that song in a regular email, I'm listening to it, I'm probably gonna give you like 15 seconds. You're going like, all right, like they're not taking it seriously, you know. Compared to somebody else, that the quality, the production is there. I can tell that you're ripping these beats off of YouTube, or you're actually investing in your production, right? If the song sounds wholesome and full, I'm like, all right, cool. I'm more inclined to sit there and actually go through it as opposed to hearing that the first couple of seconds I can really tell off rip if there's something wrong.
Right.
So I think they should focus on the quality for sure.
I think that when you're talking about shooting a video or promoting an artist that doesn't have a huge budget, visually, the key is creativity. It's more than just getting in front of the camera and performing the song and grabbing some girls and some cars or something. There's more to it than that.
Right.
One thing people got to take advantage of is the fact that when people see a video for the first time, 9 times out of 10, they're seeing it on a phone, right? So shoot a vertical video instead of a horizontal video. Shoot a vertical video that will play in Instagram stories, right? And it doesn't cost a whole lot of money. You can shoot that with a phone, right? It's just the editing. It's all about the editing. So you don't have to have a big crew. You don't have to have crazy lighting. You don't have to have a ridiculous set or anything like that. It's really about the creative approach to the video. And what is the image? What is the picture that you're trying to do? What is the picture that you're trying to paint for the viewer? But like I said, do vertical videos, and they don't have to be the full video to the full song. You can literally do a minute-long video so that it fits in an Instagram story and let it be a teaser. Build it up. You know what I'm saying? Make that go crazy. Put that on YouTube. Promote that. Maybe YouTube will give you some money if you get enough views, and you take that and spend that to shoot a real video. And you hype up the video. You use it to promote it. You know what I'm saying? Like, hey, the full video, actual video coming soon, or something like that. It's just different ways to do stuff. You know what I mean? That don't require a ton of money. It's all about the mind. Like, a lot of people think that they need an over-the-top studio, or they need the best camera to do this, and the one thing that I learned a long time ago, it's not about the plane, it's about the pilot. You know what I'm saying? Because if you got a great pilot, he's gonna get you where you're going, whether he's in a crappy plane or a great plane. So it's all about the pilot, it's all about the mind that is driving the ship more than anything. So you just gotta get creative. That's the main thing, is get creative and use social media to your advantage. It's there for us. People, especially right now, people have their phones in their hands probably more than ever because they're sitting down with nothing to do. And they're scrolling and swiping all day long. And so give them some freedom.
That was fun.
You know what I mean? But so that's one of the things that I would think of is try to do something that is compelling. Another thing, maybe the artist doesn't need to be in the video. You know what I mean? You can let the song be a soundtrack to something else.
Oh, wow.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
you just said, that's exactly what I did. That's site Pexels. I grabbed a whole bunch of stock footage, and I was just playing around with it for my artist. And I took his track, put it on there, and literally created a whole story.
That's deep.
He's not even at all.
Exactly. Make it like you're watching a movie, and that song is literally just the soundtrack to it. Like I said, it's all about creativity. Everybody want to be a star so bad. The first thing they want to do is get in front of the camera and show their watch and their chain and rap to the thing and hold up some money with some girls and stuff behind them. And it's like, nah, like, if you're selling a great song, sell the great song, illustrate that song, and use a scene. You make a scene from something else. And you know, like, it's not so much about jumping in front of the camera all the time. And like I said, that's just one approach. There's a million different ways to do that stuff without spending a ton of money.
That's the best information I heard this year.
You can also do Instagram promo too. That's inexpensive.
It is.
You got him decline. Okay.
You can do put a video on Instagram, and then you can just run a promotion on it for like $30, and it'll increase your followers too.
Yeah.
Man, I'm running a promotion right now.
Yeah.
$40.
You got this on.
$40 on it, and we reach 565,000 people, and we had like 700,000 impressions.
Wow.
Oh wow.
So you also gotta have the sauce for it too, but there's time to learn how to do that.
Mm-hmm.
You know, there's time, and honestly, like, I'm just gonna drop another gem. Like, those ads, you should be hitting international. They're cheap.
Okay, we
That's
got.
all you should be hitting the international market. Why not? Things are popping up over there before they even reach here anyway.
Right.
Bam.
Okay, we got one more. I think it's what's his name? The Coop. Okay.
Other no music video.
No video. It's just music.
Got it.
Hey, you know that nigga.
KO4DT, huh?
Big Goop, I'm gone. Men bro, niggas don't get along. We don't speak a language, ching chong. Got a mose at your door like ding dong. I hop in the coupe, I explore. All these stripes on your boy. I look like a tiger in the forest. You mad cause my life better than yours. Big Goop, I'm gone. Men bro, niggas don't get along. We don't speak a language, ching chong. Got the mose at your door like ding dong. I hop in the coupe, I explore. All these stripes on your boy. I look like a tiger in the forest. You mad cause my life better than yours. So long, farewell. Chopper, send nigga to hell. Drop top, 2 seats. Pulling the coupe like Chantel. Fall forward, can't fail. If you ain't ready, then oh well. My clientele, follow me like Dorothy on the Yellow Brick Trail. Fuck Trump, got my nigga the port. I hang with the geeks, not the dorks. My mo's real about that war. I was in and out of court over whore. Little bros like some peas like a sword. You a pussy, your mama should abort you. Fuck you when whoever support you. Got gas that come and torch you. Yeah. Big Goop, I'm gone. Men bro, niggas don't get along. We don't speak a language, ching chong. Got a mose at your door like ding dong. I hop in the coupe, I explore. All these stripes on your boy. I look like a tiger in the forest. You mad cause my life better than yours. Big Goop, I'm gone. Men bro, niggas don't get along. We don't speak a language, ching chong. Got a mose at your door like ding dong. I hop in the coupe, I explore. All these stripes on your boy. I look like a tiger in the forest. You mad cause my life better than yours. You mad cause your life is boring. When I was broke, I was still fucking foreign. I been riding around the city like I'm torn. 50 racks on my life insurance. Some nights I think about Roby and get the bottle, he start pouring. All my members I be storing. Turn my stressful days into fortunes. Just bad, I done it. Can't wait till the family I done it. Just G and Ma, finna get in this business and run it. Jump in the coupe and start burning. They say I'm hot like a furnace. Anything I want, I get it, nigga. Cause they just really earn it. Big coupe, I'm gone. Men bro, niggas don't get along. We don't speak a language, ching chong. Got a mose at your door like ding dong. I hop in the coupe, I explore. All these stripes on your boy. I look like a tiger in the forest. You mad cause my life better than yours. Big coupe, I'm gone. Men bro, niggas don't get along. We don't speak a language, ching chong. Got the mose at your door like ding dong. I hop in the coupe, I explore. All these stripes on your boy. I look like a tiger in the forest. You mad cause my life better than yours.
I think that might be the best song we heard today.
Yeah.
I think
Kept that energy straight through.
Yeah, no, it kept me. Like, it kept me. I like that a lot. The thing is, I don't know if it had a great hook, but it felt like the strongest artist to me. It felt like he made me want to listen to more songs. So I could listen to a few more records from him.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? It wasn't bad. It wasn't a bad record. It felt like The Pocket. It felt like Today's Climate. It felt like it was on time. It felt like, and what's the artist's name?
What was his name again?
His name is N8 Dis.
And ain't this if not a High Point independent artist, got a buzz around it too.
Okay.
Name is what?
N8 Dis.
And ain't this?
Ain't this?
I think that's how you pronounce it. I can't see the screen from here. He's telling me.
I wrote it down. Okay.
Yeah, he had the N, the number 8, and so make this maybe.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I didn't even read the screen. I just kind of listened to the record. But yeah, I mean, I like that song.
Yeah.
And even if he doesn't break as an artist, he can have a career writing songs for other artists, at least hooks.
He's young too.
Huh?
He's young too.
Is he? How old is he?
Maybe 23, 22.
Okay. Yeah, that's pretty good. That's not super young, but that's okay.
Yeah, that's right.
No, that's okay. I don't know. I like the song. I don't really have a whole lot to say about it because I was really just kind of jamming to it.
Mm.
It felt like if I was out somewhere, if I was at a cookout, or if I was at somebody's house, and they had that song mixed in with other songs, I don't feel like there would be a drop down in the quality level if they played a Future record and then like a little baby record, and then that record came on, and it feels like he fits. It feels like okay, it would make me, who's this dude? Is one of these guys I don't know yet? Like I feel like I'm the old guy that is missing something or something.
Oh, okay, we had one more. Forgot about him. It's a video. His name is Fat Migos.
That's the same one that wasn't working before the video. Oh, okay, fine.
Yeah.
That's what
Yeah. I'm pressing the low, I'm smashing the V when I ride with big. Shawty got a big old butt. Tell her to hop in the G's and come slide with me. Put down your phone and come vibe with me. Phone on the snap, let the put you on board. Shot nigga big old rings like Horn. Rubber, yeah. Ball like Jordan. I done hit the 16 and it fat with a car. Slide on shit, leave the shells in the garden. Ride on shit with the bitch in the proud. Straight with the 5 for the niggas who ride. Shot was shot, but I ain't get hit by what? I was down bad and I ain't had me no good. Had to praise the Lord. I admit he the one. But I don't go nowhere without it, bitch. I keep me a gun. Like, how he rich as hell and he gon' move through the slums. And like Journey bad as hell, but he can't see her do wrong. If I live my life, they gon' do what I'm wrong. I'm not bothered by the critics. You know me, I'm too strong. See, you got a big old head. Say the money is getting to him. They say you switch up for the chip. When you start giving them shit, the bigger the risk it is, a better reward you get. The bigger the risk it is, a better reward you get. The bigger the risk it is, a better reward you get. I'm a product of God. I got hit on Christmas Eve. You know what I'm saying? Niggas still here. I thank God for everything. I thank God for bruh. I thank God for my talent. I thank God for life. You did. Go big, put it up, I'm safe. I want all the shit. Go big, put it up, I'm safe. I want all the shit. Go big, put it up, I'm safe. I want all the shit. Go big, put it up, I'm safe. I want all the shit. Go big, put it up, I'm safe. I want all the shit. Go big, put it up, I'm safe. I want all the shit. Cat bad, trap bad, wanna be rap bad nigga. Don't come here fucking with me. I'm running home at the show. Open the door, I'm feeling the hurt on the feet. Been 5 years since I stepped on the key. A little hundred, it ain't nothing to me. Thank God for doing this part. I'ma give it my all. Think pride, it'll never be broke. Try to get in the draw. Good nigga, but I can't stop cheating. Yeah, nigga got flaws. Lost a good ass bitch to a dog at home. Gotta leave him alone. I had done for God, he see it all. I ain't perfect, he know it, but he still there every time. For sure. Thanks.
Okay, yeah, that's Fat Migos. He got a good buzz. He was shot not too long ago.
First of all, the director, the editor, Da Vinci.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
That looked like the first time you try to edit a video, it's like you start using those little video editing tricks, like them stock editing tricks, like that you see. It's like Six Flags video almost. Some of that stuff that you see in it, like the amusement park joints, where you can go shoot the video in front of some of the editing stuff. I honestly think he'd have been better off shooting that with his phone. The quality of that camera, and I could tell obviously it was wintertime. He had Christmas wreaths on the thing, and it was gray and kind of wet outside and the whole nine, but it just didn't look great. It was cool. I'll tell you one thing that was good about it. Even though I wasn't crazy about the song and I wasn't crazy about the video, somehow he managed to keep me in it with just him in the video. Nobody else in the whole video.
He's a character.
Yeah, something about him caught me that stuck. And I don't know, he was a character and he's entertaining, I guess, to some degree. The barbershop scene was confusing. Is he a barber?
You know,
If he's not a barber,
I think he,
don't
I
understand
think he
why.
owned the barbershop.
Okay, gotcha. Um, yeah, that makes it make a little bit more sense. Because I was curious. It's like, why is he in a barber shop? Is he a barber? Which is actually an interesting take, by the way, because you hear a lot of rappers come from being, thugs or dope boys, and now they got scammers that are turning into rappers. You don't hear the story of the barber turned rapper. That would be an interesting story to tell the people. You know what I'm saying? If you could somehow illustrate that, if you was dope at cutting hair, you could sit there and be faking somebody and, bust it. If the song makes sense and it's believable, I don't know. Just I'm trying to find positives in it, and it was a couple things. I was entertained. I was entertained by it. I wouldn't sign them, but I was entertained by it. If that makes sense.
Yeah. Same. I don't really got too much to say. I think this. Yeah, I didn't have too much to say other than he was entertaining for sure. There was definitely moments I wanted to laugh when he had whatever he had in his hand, the golf club and whatever. That video definitely could have been shot on the phone for sure. He definitely could have saved money if he hopefully didn't pay for that video. But other than that, it was regular.
You know what I did like? I liked his voice.
You got a good voice, right?
His
He
voice.
has a voice for it. He has a voice for it, but he got the song.
The song was, I wasn't crazy about the song, but he had a good tone. Like his rap voice is.
Yeah,
a good voice.
he got plenty of other good songs. I mean, I think that more or less when I heard that video, I was sort of wondering why. But he got a lot of good songs.
So he has to pick out his songs better than.
Yeah.
Because that right there, I would have been like, if you have to showcase, well, this is a showcase pretty much.
Mm-hmm.
You would have pretty much failed right then and there. I wouldn't care to hear the next song per se. And I'll do it because I have to, but I wouldn't be eager. But I am intrigued now. You're saying now, you were surprised that he chose that song.
That's my mom.
I'm wondering about the other songs now.
You don't have to duck, man. They can see you. Walking in front of the camera.
Well, me ask you guys, can they get some Instagrams or something, to reach out to you guys?
Oh yeah, my Instagram is my name, Antonio Reed Jr. ANTONIOREIDJR. It's the same on every social media platform. Anything that I'm on, you type it in, and it'll come up. I'm on Facebook, I'm on Twitter, I'm on Instagram. I don't have my own TikTok profile or my own Triller profile, but I do have them and I watch. But I don't post nothing on there. Sorry, go ahead, bro.
Mine's King Light, KINGLYTE. On Twitter, it's IAM_King Light, but I'm heavy on Instagram. That's pretty much where I'm at.
Okay, and Bree?
My Instagram is at hiphopunited _LLC. I was taking notes the whole time. I got everybody's name, so I will do a preview of the recap of what the feedback was tonight. And my email is my personal email, Brianna BRIANA CRUD like David UP like Peter @gmail.
Okay, let me also ask you guys. I don't know your schedule, but hopefully we can have you back in a couple weeks. Get a little more organized and because a lot of people's music didn't get played tonight, so. I don't know your schedule, but I reach out to Bree and see can we get you back in a couple weeks.
Okay, just let me know.
Same.
Bree know how to find me. I'm available for Bree.
Okay.
Same.
All right, guys.
All right.
Appreciate it.
Have a good one.